Are we on right now?
We should be.
Are we on? Oh yeah, it says streaming on say Facebook.
Someone say something funny.
Well, here's some
Something
notes
funny.
I've taken from rehearsals. Let's see. Yo, Haley, it looks like you went to some sort of fucked up Ash Wednesday. That was Alexis. Joe once
Are you
said,
saying the F word and we're live? He said it.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah, of course.
But you said it. It was a quote.
Oh,
Doesn't
we
count.
can quote things if they're dirty.
Leave it to Adam to
Yes.
accidentally say the F word when we're not supposed to.
He's the one that did it in a show.
Look, what can you say? Having kids drives you crazy. All right, here,
That's a good
Catheter of
excuse.
Aragon. How about that? That was a good one. That was Jeff.
Catheter of Aragon.
And then this one, I don't understand. Another Jeff. I rescind the semi. I don't remember why that was funny, but
Oh,
Because he said,
I called us a semi-professional acting company.
okay.
He
But
said
it
that we're
was
getting
really
paid more
funny
than
at the time.
anyone
so-
on Broadway right now. So I retracted my semi, which also sounded like it could have been another anatomical part.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
then Alex
I
said he's-
rescind the semi.
Only gonna
The people in the comments are saying that it is okay if things are quoted. So I think that's free range.
Oh, good. Hey, there it is. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, everyone.
I just don't want to anger Alex's grandmother.
Yeah.
And I apologize to anyone that I said that.
Oh, that's nice. I said it like 40 times last week and didn't say sorry a single time.
Yeah, but that was the adult show, right? So I
you
mean, you know.
also at that point were in a blind rage, as you've confessed earlier. You sort of and it was just all.
Oh no.
Blind rage. It was regular rage, and I was intoxicated.
Not as much as Adam.
I was hammered. I was really hammered. Oh, Jonathan, another one from Jonathan. I trusted a fart. That cracked me up. Yeah, it was the story you told, it was like, I trusted a fart. That
trust
is
a fart.
such a funny thing.
All that Aesop sleeve.
Ugh.
make the crippled hop the fence.
Alex, Rebecca Marlowe wants to know what type of wine you're drinking.
Oh, I am actually, based off the recommendation of a dear friend of mine, Joseph Sutter, am drinking the Mansion House Red from
That's my favorite of the wines.
Me too.
Joseph Sutter.
Who is Joseph? I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you.
No,
There
like,
should be T-shirts that just have like a brick wall and it says spray painted like, "Who is Joseph Sutter?"
I haven't had
finally found a good use for my Bridget t-shirt. I'm just kidding. I don't own one.
I was a gift from Adam Shepley, my then roommate at the time. So
That's true. Yeah.
I just bought one to wear at an improv show as a joke.
Same.
I have only worn one once, and it was during Jonathan's birthday roast that he wanted us to do for him, where we roasted him and then each other. And I was wearing like a snap-up shirt, and I had the Bridget shirt on underneath. And I was burning Alex. I was roasting Alex, and I said, it must be so great being Master of Rebels. Like, that fan club has really come in handy. You have your own t-shirt, right? And then I opened it. I said, oh, no, wait, that's Haley.
I
Got it.
like how the Bridget t-shirt was an accidental limited issue, only because
They're gonna be worth so much.
only a handful of people actually wanted them.
So much overstock left over at the end of the season, they became the free the Melissa of Doom.
Jonathan,
in the current season.
Jonathan, I have to say, I'm willing to take all of these jokes just so for 1 week you're not the butt of everybody's joke.
Wow, you're a martyr. Thank you.
It's only 7:01. Don't give Jonathan the night off yet.
Yeah, where do we go?
I just looked at my wrist that doesn't have a watch on it when I am wearing a watch. This is the night I'm having.
It's okay, Jeff. This afternoon, I pretended to drink tea from a teacup that was empty the entire time.
Why not milk?
Well, because
What about milk?
Like imaginary milk? Imaginary milk?
Yeah, it could have been imaginary anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Just that milk was your go-to, and you were upset that it wasn't.
So what happens when you have quarantine time in Neverland? You have to imagine your drink.
Josh said, maybe if we stopped roasting my girlfriend, you'd start on time. We were here 3 minutes early, Josh. Where have you been?
That's true. Oh no, we've had some comments saying that they'd love to see a roast tonight, and that is such a bad idea.
I still have all of my roast notes from Jonathan's birthday.
So yeah, we could just all roast Jonathan again.
Okay,
Oh,
here we go.
Oh
What
no!
makes that any different from any other improv technology show? The only reason I am here is to be the butt of the jokes. I'm not funny. I don't draw a
Actually,
crowd.
That is not true.
That's
There were
not true at
multiple
all.
people who commented on Quarantine Time that you and Alex were the only reason they come to Improv Technology.
You remember what my dad said? My dad didn't
What
give me a
Jeff's dad
compliment.
said.
Everything your dad said.
The only thing I remember Jeff's dad was correcting my spelling issues, but that's another story.
My favorite was I opened the live feed from the night I wasn't here, and the first comment that shows up is Mike Wolfthal, and it says, "Where's Jonathan?" And then a couple down is Deb saying, "He's our favorite. He's not here." And oh,
No one has ever missed me.
I was gonna say Katie Markey
must be-
said it about me once as a joke, but
It's probably because we're women. We're
No.
not funny.
no, it's true. They have no clue who we are. People just found out that she was Bridget because we were making jokes.
It's because I'm so cute now.
Well, I would like all of you to know that I played Beatrice Howden, moneylender.
Oh my god, you were her?
the money lender?
Oh my god!
Our current with the Meryl Streep of Ren Fairs, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
hey, that is an accomplishment. She is a moneylender who survived the entire season.
That's true.
Hey,
Never mind Anne Boleyn,
oh,
my worst character to date. But
Absolutely, we can all agree on that.
yeah, Beatrice Howden was.
Beatrice Howden. We had some good times on the chessboard.
Yeah, I don't remember a single thing from that season.
No one does.
It didn't exist.
I remember Nicole telling me she wanted to race me to the chessboard, and then I took off running, and she didn't, and I felt like a dummy.
You in the
You can't roast
That's the
yourself,
guy.
Jonathan. Come on.
Then I felt like a dummy.
Are you kidding? You could have. You know what? That's when you take the Adam Shepley track and you never once processed a chess.
I did about 5 times.
And then
Come
from
on.
every other day on, I'd be up there with Dana, and like, where is Cecil? And we'd get up there, and she'd be waiting for us. Like, what are you? He'd be like, well, you were walking by here anyway. I thought I'd just wait to be like a carpool lane, Carrie. Just hang out here and wait for you all to get here.
Oh shit.
Did
that
we
is
say
very
people want to
true.
know who Adam played? Did we say?
I was Cecil, William Cecil.
Who?
Cecil,
No?
William Cecil, first Baron of Burleigh, Secretary of State, Elizabeth. Shit.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Progenitor of the Cecil line.
Ooh.
Do that again.
You said that with such.
I don't know what I did. I just.
You know.
That's where it reached.
Does it work on a laptop? Hello.
I don't know.
The voice is good, but the video payoff is not there.
Hello.
Payoff. All right. What is this?
I was Joe's brother, Diggory.
I still
Hey.
consider you brothers.
Do you remember, Jeff, that one time when you tried to say
This is not.
I remember.
Nope.
When I tried to what?
Ned and Diggory together?
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite memories from
It's
that
one of
year.
the greatest
Oh my God.
moments of
I wish more people had seen it because then they would know. Like, I've tried to explain like what you do, Joe, in a situation where something's happened and you go, "Oh, I gotta get out of here," but you're the only one I know.
I read, but I had to process, so I couldn't run far away.
Arms out like an airplane and circled the line for us.
Oh boy!
Oh,
What
that was so. Oh.
More drinking.
Okay, well,
Okay.
all right.
It's 7:07.
Woo!
Yeah, let's get this party started. Hey, well, everyone pulls up their drink. Welcome. It's not the adult show, but we can get off the alcohol train.
I'm
We
drinking
saw how
iced
fun it
tea.
was.
It's not.
Welcome, everyone, to another Improv Technology show. We are thrilled you all are here, whether it's your first time or you're joining us brand new. Thank you so much. We know you have absolutely no choices in your viewing on a Saturday night under these circumstances, so thank you for wasting an hour with us. I am Alex Stompoly. I'm hosting this evening. I'm switching it up and letting these six play together. And before we get started, let's introduce everybody. So a man who is always wearing a sweater vest under his clothes, it's Jeff Wolfthal.
Yeah.
Paula Dean's stunt double, Jonathan Handley.
Oh my God.
Oh, I wish I had my wig.
Oh God.
Constantly putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong words. It's Joe Penn.
Oh.
Oh boy.
The original inspiration for Gollum from Lord of the Rings, Haley Karlson. Sometimes he's unintentionally funny, but he's always intentionally wonderful. Adam Shepley.
Aw.
Oh.
Got a nice one.
Adam Shepley.
I don't know.
You
Paula
can't
Dean's
insult
stunt
Adam.
double was a hell of a compliment.
And her eyebrows allow her to drive in the carpool lane. It's Alexis Amarante. Oh, I had a good week thinking these up. Oh, all right. And this week's show is a very special one for us. We talked about it a little bit when we were posting for the event and in our comments, but I was going to turn it over to Alexis to tell everybody why this week's show is special for the group. So take it away, Alexis.
Thanks. Yeah, so last week, if you tuned in, I said the F word a whole bunch. About a whole bunch of different things. And I am going to say it one more time right now. So plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. But us as a group would like to say fuck cancer. One of our close friends, Leica Wilde, she was an improver with all of us in 2018 on Improv Track. She played our wise woman. She's been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, and we all love Leica and we care about her a ton. So tonight's show is actually dedicated to her. We're going to be playing games and her favorite game all for her. And part of tonight's proceeds will go to a charity of her choice. We reached out to Leica and talked to her about doing the show tonight in her honor. And she said, luckily, she is doing well, like financially with everything. And she would rather us give to an awesome charity that she works with out here in Chicago, which Haley will tell you about.
Absolutely. So the charity that we're going to be donating to today with part of our proceeds is called Storycatchers Theater, which is a nonprofit theater company that works with incarcerated youth. I'd like to take a moment to read out their mission statement really quick. And they're so awesome. Thank you, Leica, for introducing me to them, because I'm definitely going to be following them now. They're based here in Chicago, and their mission is Storycatchers Theater guides young people to transform their traumatic experiences into powerful musical theater, developing the courage and vision to become leaders and mentors. By creating support for youth within the criminal justice system, Storycatchers prepares them to change their lives and emerge successfully from court involvement. So, awesome.
Yeah, so tonight, if you want to Venmo us at the IT crowd, yes, beautiful. Part of our proceeds tonight will be going to that foundation in Leica's name.
Awesome. Thank you, Alexis and Haley. Thank you guys so much. And all the love to Leica, who is currently right now at home, thankfully recovering. I read an update that she is able to get down a sip of water. So we're
Yay!
steps, and she's been a positive ray of light the entire time. And so we're here to hopefully make her laugh comfortably, safely. Leica, if you can't laugh, don't laugh. I'm not 100%
Don't
sure.
be funny.
What?
Don't be funny.
Yeah, no.
Jonathan, she won't laugh at all.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, I forgot we were supposed to be mean to Haley. If you're mean to her, though, she just like she absorbs it. Like, it makes her stronger.
It does make her stronger, and that's terrifying. That's the last thing we
He's thinking something rude to say. I'm so worried.
So let's get tonight's show started off with our first game. This is going to be an all-play. This is for everybody. This game is called Objection. We've played this game before, but if you haven't seen it yet, this game is for everyone. In this game, we are going to start with a random topic or something fun to debate, just a random topic off the top of our heads, and someone will take it away. Now, if any one of the players disagrees with what they've said, they will call out objection, and they'll have a moment to make their point. If I agree with what they have said, I will then say sustain, and they have the floor and can continue speaking. If I don't agree with what they've said or I think it doesn't make any sense, I will say overruled, and the person they objected will continue to have the floor. This is a timed game. We've got 2 minutes. The person who is in control of the discussion at the end of 2 minutes is the quote-unquote winner. Not that any of us have ever won anything with this group of people, but it's fun to pretend. So let's see here. I've got some stuff. Oh, okay. Well, this is dumb. This is on my list of random things that I had pulled over to the side. The debate today is gonna be about cassette tapes. Let's see where this takes us. Who wants to start? I'll put 2 minutes when someone volunteers.
I'll start.
All right, cool. Jeff's got the floor. Start now.
So I firmly believe that cassette tapes are the superior form of mobile audio listening because it is listening with involvement or a challenge. Because, sometimes you get that cassette tape all tangled up and you have to work to get it back in. Like you need to take a pen and get the tape to get back in there. And you feel so accomplished once you get that cassette tape.
Haley?
Some of us have never felt accomplished in our whole lives.
Sustained.
All right. Now, some of us, though we may be born beautiful and talented, we were always told we were so beautiful and talented that now, no matter how beautiful and talented we are we ever really living past the metric that's already been set? If it's already assumed we're wonderful, can we ever truly feel?
Objection.
Adam?
What if no one ever told you were beautiful and talented?
Oh, no.
Objection.
Alexis?
There's no way no one ever told Adam that he is beautiful and wonderful. And if they haven't, I'll tell him right now.
Sustained.
Objection.
Jeff?
Alexis cannot be a judge of what has happened in Adam's life. He lived a full life before he ever met us.
Objection. Jeff also cannot be a judge of what happens in Adam's life because he lived a full life before.
Objection! I was speaking hypothetically, so how about that?
Sustained. Adam?
All right. So, certainly, somebody out there in the world has never been told that they were beautiful or talented. And those people probably wouldn't feel like there's a bar that has to be, reached over.
Objection.
Jonathan?
Beautiful and talented are not the only positive adjectives that one can hear from someone else.
Sustained.
We place so much weight on superficial things like beauty and talent when other things such as humility and things that are on the inside that actually truly make us beautiful are much more important. You don't need superficial validation to feel accomplished, as we talked about earlier.
Objection. I know for a fact that Jonathan needs superficial validation.
Damn. Okay. Well. Sustained. I'll call it for you. Sustained. Let that man have it because he read me like a fool.
I have worked with Jonathan for a long time now, and I have been informed personally by most of the people in here that I am not good at providing my actors with personal validation. And so it is something that I am actively trying to work on, but also makes me acutely aware of the things that all of them need in order to feel accomplished and worthwhile. Therefore, in order for one to say that...
Oh,
Let him finish. I want to hear the rest of it.
Nope, you don't get it.
Oh,
that's so nice.
that was a fun one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
It was so positive.
Yeah.
Very positive, but we still managed to roast Jonathan in part of it.
It could have gotten so much worse. I had so many times I was going to interrupt and make it real mean.
If that's what I provide, then...
At the beginning of this game, I privately chatted Jonathan and said, I love you. And he went,
Leave me alone.
sorry.
Leave me alone.
I had the thought that what if we had all agreed beforehand that Jeff would start this game and none of us would object and he just had to monologue for 2 minutes?
Oh, that's funny.
Good one. That was a good game. And way to go from the archaic cassette tape to
I don't know what that is.
for who you are as a person. Also, Jeff, I like that you used a pen when you had to rewind them. I was a pencil person. I don't know if that says.
Fun fact. So this actually circles back to Storycatchers Theater, working with incarcerated youth. I used to be a teacher at a minimum security detention center for incarcerated youth. That's actually how I met Doug Wallace and got involved at the Ren Fair. But I taught U.S. history through pop culture, and I brought in cassette tapes and a Walkman, a Sony Walkman that played cassette tapes that I fixed myself so that these kids in 2013 would know what Walkman and a cassette tape even were.
That's cool.
A true hero you are, Jeff.
I like that.
I also brought in Edison phonograph cylinders. I brought in 2 of them that I bought for $5 at an antique store, and the kids broke them.
Well, they were like made of wax or something, or like
Yeah.
plastic. Yeah.
So before we get into our next game, I'm going to actually ask all of our players real quick to remove your audio. I will cue you to come back in. I've got to give everyone at home the instructions for our ongoing game for tonight.
Now?
Yeah, go ahead and take it off, and I'll let you know when to come back. Can anyone hear me? Said weight and humility. Nope, he ain't laughing. Okay, great. So for everyone back home, one of Leica's favorite games that she likes us to play is a game called Whose Line, which is where we ask you all to write down lines of dialogue, maybe from a movie or something you've heard, and give them to us, and it's up to the actors to incorporate them in a scene. We're trying that game a little differently tonight, and it's going to be an ongoing game. They're all like primping themselves. An ongoing game throughout the entire evening. I have privately sent them all their lines, and they know what their lines are, but they don't know what each other's lines are. And now I'm going to tell you what their lines are so we can hold them accountable. Their goal is to say their line given to them at some point in the evening, whenever they deem it appropriate, and they try to do it sneakily. So Jonathan's line, brought to you by Elizabeth Burkholder, is become a ghost. Then they can't kick you out of the bookstore. Jeff's line is never leave your notebook open or else the devil might crawl inside it. And that was brought to us by Leica Wilde. Alexis has don't give knives as a bridal shower gift. Thank you, Dana Michike. Let's see. Adams is never wear black dresses. They pick up everything except money and a man. And that's brought to us by Deborah Departe. So thank you, Deborah. Haley's line is stop comparing motherhood to the fantasy you created before you had your baby, which is brought to you by Megan Gutha. And then Joe's line is tie your princess dress up with a hair tie before you try to sit on the potty. And that was brought to us by Aaron Roche. So those are their lines. They're going to try to sneak them in throughout the evening. But here we go. I'm going to tell them to come back to Woo! I feel like I was pantomime I'm princess.
Just a second.
Haley.
Go to Cinnabon.
No.
Pick me up too.
Oh, yes.
Back.
No.
Did you hear us or no?
I could hear a couple of you. Haley was like, oh, there was like some like grunts and stuff. Some of you pantomimed the whole time you were doing it, and some reminded that you could actually still speak, and it was fine.
I was actually legitimately looking for my note cards because I thought I lost them. So.
Grunt.
All right. Well, let's get ready for our next game. The next game we're going to play is a game called Weird Newscasters. And this is not a game for everyone. This is going to be a game for Jeff, Haley, Jonathan, and Alexis. So Adam and Joe, I'm going to send you away for a little bit. I'll come back for you. All right. So in this game, Weird Newscasters, these 4 are going to be all members of a news team. And they are going to be, Jonathan is going to be our anchor. And I have no intriguing personality trait to give you, Jonathan. You're going to be the straight man for the scene.
I already got one.
Crazy. You're straight anything.
Y'all all hateful as hell.
Alexis is going to be his co-anchor. And Alexis, it is your first day on the job, and you have just found out you are deathly afraid of noses.
Of noses?
Of noses.
Noses.
Yes. And that suggestion is from Terry Sheffield.
Awesome.
So we'll bring you in when Jonathan calls for you. We'll see you soon, hun.
I need to take this picture
Ooh,
off, y'all.
look at her.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
Weather person. And Haley, you are the genie from Aladdin, desperately wanting Jonathan to wish for your freedom. And this is brought by Kim Condis. So thank you, Kim.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Sorry.
And Jeff is our sports anchor. And Jeff, you are Sherlock Holmes convinced that Moriarty is behind the team's defeat. And this is brought to you by Debbie Hamlin. So I'm very thankful for her and for that. So I'll send you out real quick. And we're gone. And then Jonathan, I'm going to go away real quick and I'm going to send you up some anchor music. And once that's done, you can take away with the news. All right?
All right.
All right. 1 second. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. I am Goldie Hawn's lesser-known sister, Bronzy, and welcome to WH Dora. And I am so glad you all could be with me tonight. Now, we have no time for chit-chat because there is some important news to report. So I'm going to turn it over to my co-anchor, Margarita Lynn. Margarita.
Hi, Bronzy. I'm so excited for my first day.
Yeah, Margarita, the camera with the red button. Margarita, the red dot.
There's so many cameras.
No, it's just. Yep.
Hi, oh my gosh. Hi, Bronzy. It's so nice. Bronzy, if you wouldn't mind just covering your, could you cover your mouth? There's a pandemic. If you could put on a mask, maybe that would be really good for me.
All right.
Okay, thanks, Bronzy. That's right. Really happy to be here on my first day. Oh, it's so nice that I can see you, and oh my gosh, I can see me too. What is the? Bronzy, I just need you to. Bronzy, could you not? I just wanted to tell you the news, and perhaps Bronzy, can you just lift it up a little bit, Bronzy? Okay. The news today is that there are people outside, and the people all have things on their face. They all have the nose. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Margarita Lynn filling in for Tommy Toon. And next up, we have Bruschetta James filling us in on.
Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Bronzy,
Bruschetta, lovely to see you. Can you tell us what's happening in the tri-state area tonight? A cold front looks like.
If that's what you want, buddy, I'll do what you want, and I'll just ask again, please. It's been so long. There's smog in the sky as usual, and please, I want to see the world, Bronzy.
Bruschetta.
These scrunchies are shaggle.
Yeah. Well,
Say the words. But no, you want a bidet of lemonade, and that's what you waste the wish on.
Bruschetta, what I want is my business. We discussed this in the emails.
It's going to give you a yeast infection.
Well, my yeast infection, my problem. Now just report the weather, please.
The sky is at large, and I can experience none of it. The trees and the birds, they waft upon the wind, and yet I cannot join them.
Well, you heard it here, folks. It's going to be a lovely weekend this weekend. Thank you, Bruschetta. And now, as you all know, it was a big, big weekend for sports, and we have with us George the Gourd Jordan.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Bronzy.
Mm.
Now, I may be a high-functioning sociopath, but even I can see that Chelsea's defeat at the hands of Manchester today was an absolute crime. It was sunny out. They were on their home turf. The turf was nice and dry. Wait. Dry. In the middle of April. Wait, it's May. May. Bronzy. Goldie Hawn never had a sister named Bronzy. Bronze is a color of art. More art. It was you. You did this. Oh, stay right where you are. I'll be down there immediately.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in Once again, I am Goldie Hawn's younger sister, Bronzy, and this has been the 11 o'clock news with W.H. Dora. Thank you. Stay safe.
Start my video. I'm bringing everyone in.
Let me back.
Oh, man. Cut him off with the music. That was hilarious.
Oh,
These scrunchies are shackles.
Just
Well,
the
I couldn't work a mustache in. So I had to find a different route.
oh, I got more news. My bad.
Since when can you not work a mustache in?
Well, it wouldn't have read for the genie. We still have time. There's time. Don't worry.
You're right.
He has a
Oh,
little
God,
pencil.
that would probably been a
Yeah,
good
you
time
did
to put
the
my
soul
line
patch.
in.
Oh, I forgot about the lines.
Dang it.
It wouldn't have worked.
No,
Well,
it wouldn't have worked.
I know. I could probably. Oh, damn it. Okay. Good reminder.
Oh, that probably could have worked for me. Oh, I probably could have done it.
We're
This is
workshopping.
great.
It's fine.
Just gonna be sad the rest of the game that there was that one chance that you could have been funny.
Oh,
Y'all,
that could have been my news. I'm a fool.
last names are so hard. I get like the first half, and then I'm like,
Lord. What was the
George the Gourd
George.
Jordan.
Lord.
That was great.
That's
was
going to be the name of a Blackfriar next season.
George.
The pumpkin salesman.
I'll
or
come back to do that.
I took
George.
inspiration from Haley's. Haley was the inspiration for two names. She had a margarita, and she had the gourd,
They're called breasts.
and she has them in a window.
Yes, perfect. Thank you for the segue. These idiots you see on the screen did not appreciate this sweater. Look, this is a window, and these are poof sleeves. You may commence commenting on how much you like it.
It's
In the
a great
comments.
sweater. It's like
All right,
two
Haley,
bow
we've
tie
got an
noodles.
improv show to do. Alex, back to you.
Well, now we were gonna pause for a little bit. Everyone loved this carryover from our adult game, but we were gonna play a couple rounds maybe of Most Likely. If you're just joining us, not so much an improv game, but it's where we kind of say some sort of arbitrary statement like, I don't know, most likely to be found crying at a buffet.
Can I put me?
I can't vote for myself.
Y'all rude as hell.
And we hold them up, and then we see if we all agree or not. It's just a fun game. You
Time there. Time.
what?
The comments are saying they love my sweater.
Oh, well, there it is. Yep. Look
And
at that.
I'm the one who needs superficial validation.
All right. And if you want to play along with us at home, go ahead and throw the name that you think would be most likely in the comments. But remember, there's a 20-second delay, so we won't be able to agree with you. You'll just be saying our names into the
But
open.
you get to feel like you participated.
We've tricked you into feeling valid. All right. Who's
It's
got
like Jeff's directing style.
God.
All right. Who's got some?
Oh, we have to do this?
Well, it's like a whole group game. I gave the example one.
Oh. Most likely to poop in a urinal. Most likely to poop in a urinal.
Want to count us in, Adam?
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Haley.
One for Haley.
Haley got the most-
Oh, I
I
have
wasn't expecting that.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
most likely to successfully hitchhike the entire East Coast.
Burp.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Adam.
Oh, all right. Yeah, actually, I thought about doing that one. So, yeah. It would probably work. I don't know. I'm friendly enough and big enough to, like, either
That's
not
a good
get murdered
point.
That is
and
a
get
good
picked
point.
up, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would, like, if I listened to, like, a crime podcast and they describe someone who was like you as the victim, I would be like, fiction. I'd turn it off. I'd be like, oh.
But see, you're not like an imposing big. Like if I saw you on the side of the road, I would be
Yeah.
like, he's nice. Like
That's
you-
what I mean. I would get picked up, but also, like, murderers would think twice before murdering me. So, yeah.
You look like you'd put up too much of a fight to get murdered, but not violent
He
enough
wouldn't.
to be a murderer.
There you go. Yeah.
Ooh, most likely to go on a murder spree of the East Coast.
Oh. Okay.
3,
Ah.
2, 1. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
That's
Alexis.
great.
Haley, glad we're in agreement.
What, that would be me?
Yeah.
What is this? How do you define a spree?
It would be an episode of Snapped.
How do you define
Yeah, that's the thing. It'd be like a neurotic sort of breakdown.
Wait, how many is a spree?
Wait, did you say neurotic or erotic?
it?
Why not both, baby?
I knew she was gonna wink.
I don't even know when I wink now. It just happens.
Yeah, what is it? What defines a spree? And I also appreciate that in this situation where I murder someone, you put me on Snap, which is primarily housewives who've lost their minds.
Yeah.
I think a spree it's got to be different locations in a certain amount of time and multiple people.
No,
I
a
don't know the
spree
numbers.
It's a small, colorful candy.
Who
Hey, Siri,
Yes.
knew it?
Mm.
what's a murder spree? Oh, hell, that's got me pulling up some music.
I'll feel.
Oh, hell.
Oh my God! All right. Well, we will come back to this in a little bit.
Hold up some-
Actually, also while we're paused, Adam, do you want to throw up where
Oh.
to, if any of our viewers back at home would like to donate? There it is, creepy crawling across the screen. As a reminder, a portion of the money that we raise this evening is going to the charity that Leica works very closely with. Story
Wants
Capture Theater. What?
She wants to work for them. Work with them.
I know she was supposed to work with them this summer, but then I think everything got out of hand. And we will keep you up to date with all of that. So thank you. Are you smoking the imaginary cigarette? Throw it over here.
I'm the originator of the imaginary cigarette.
And because he's not here,
Ian. I was the imaginary cigarette. Ian makes me throw it to him, and he eats it always.
always. So let's move on to our next game. Our next game is a game called 357, and this game is for Joe, Alexis, and Adam. So I will send a couple of you on your way. I will see you very soon. Jonathan just smiling until I get rid of him.
Why does it say D?
Why does it say D?
D, the big D. Holy smokes!
Oh, because it's my brother's computer.
Oh,
Y'all,
Oh,
in case y'all don't know, my computer's still in Washington because of things. This is my brother's, and his name is David, which does in fact start with a D.
And end with a D.
Edit profile picture. Ooh.
I thought you were doing it with your voice. Edit profile picture.
oh shoot, y'all! This got me bringing up music.
357. Now in this game, our contestants can only speak in 3-word sentences, 5-word sentences, or if it's boring, 7-word sentences. But we are anything if not boring here at the IT crowd. So they will not. That number is much bigger than 7. So for this game, Alexis, you will be speaking in 3-word sentences.
Oh my god, I'm not the multiple number. Yeah.
Joe, you will be speaking in 5-word sentences. And Adam, I'm sorry, but this number appeared a few times, so that means it had to be picked. And you are going to be speaking in 42-word sentences.
42 words. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Don't do it. Do it. No.
Yeah.
You may only get like 3 sentences. That's
We just get to watch him count cool. He counts weird.
He counts dumb.
it popped up.
That's how I
That's
count.
how it goes.
Tendon
And
in my pinkies.
the suggestion, your guys' scene suggestion, this also appeared multiple times across several of our posts, was ballroom.
Ah.
So
Ball.
your scene
Yes.
is ballroom, and take it away, guys.
Welcome, students, to my class, which is all about ballroom dancing. We will proceed to learn the various moves which are involved in the thing. I've lost count already.
Okay, let's dance.
I'm pretty excited to do this.
Hey, guy. Same.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know how to dance properly. So what we're going to do is probably learn a bit about different sorts of things that are in ballrooms, like the following several items. I think that how to properly brew tea would be good, and also the number of sugar cubes contained.
I love sugar.
Sugar's not dancing, though, Karen.
Yeah, Karen, true.
Look, it's Dr. Karen Smith, and I would appreciate it if you would not neglect to use the doctor prefix, because I studied quite a long time on the proper preparation of tea and other hot beverages, and I lost track of where I was again, see?
Okay, well, let's get to it.
Dr. Karen Smith?
Yes, it's Dr. Karen Smith. Like I said, doctor, because I spent over 11 years at Oxford studying book after book of all sorts of topics such as theology and metallurgy and various other things which are important in a scholastic environment. And I will not be disrespected here in ballroom.
Tell me more.
See?
I don't think I did 42 any of the times.
I don't think you did either.
I don't know.
That's a major reason why when that number appeared, I went, I know who I want.
I just love the action counting. Ba, 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 ba.
I can't make that finger go up first.
Try.
So it has to go like that. I can't do it.
Try it again.
Oh,
If I hold my pinky down, it does it. I can't. The tendon's connected. I don't know.
That's stretch.
Can you do it second?
Huh?
Can you go like?
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I do the like French way. They do 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. Well, move on to our next game, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Our next game we're going to play this evening for you all is 90-Second Detective. This is going to be a game for Jeff, Jonathan, Haley, and Adam. So rotate out a few people here. See you soon.
I could have done my line. I didn't do it.
So 90-Second Detective is a gibberish and miming game. They're going to go in turns. We're going to have a location. It's basically what they have to decide is that someone has been killed, and they need to decipher through gibberish and through mime the location of the murder, the profession of the murder victim, and then what weapon was used. Now, I will be able to verbally tell the first person, and then they will communicate it through the other three who will have no idea what's been said. Now, usually you come running into a room. I'm going to turn your video off and just bring you in very quickly. Is that how we've agreed to do this?
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh.
No, we've been doing it. We watch, but we plug our.
You just plug your ears until it's you next.
your audio is off until.
Wait, no, we've closed our eye. Oh, okay. We turn the audio off so we can't hear the suggestions, and we close our eyes with the audio on.
With the audio on. Got it. That's what I thought. Okay, great. So amongst yourselves, who wants to be the one to start? I'll let you all decide.
I can.
Jeff, want to hit it off? Okay, great.
Sure.
So then will the
Cool.
other three go ahead and mute your audio for me, and I'll bring you back in with my Leica.
Will you tell us when we're supposed to come in?
Yeah. When I'll tell you to come back, and then do we want to do
What? Are we off? Yeah, we're off.
Adam, Haley, Jonathan?
Great.
Great. Perfect. And I'll verbally tell you. So go ahead and mute real quick. I'll accept Jeff.
Wait. Okay.
Great. They're all gone. Perfect. Okay, so Jeff, these are what I got for you. This was a location given to us by several people. The location of this murder is going to be the opera.
Oh, all right.
There was a lot for that. This was brought to us by improvwiki.com because I forgot to ask for a job when I picked the games. But the profession, a masseur.
Ah, all right.
Therapist. I don't know if we're going to get the name. Masseur. And then the weapon, courtesy of Aileen, is a toilet.
Oh.
So what have you got?
Opera, masseur, toilet.
Awesome. You all good?
Ready.
Perfect. All right.
Now we close our eyes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and close your eyes. I'm gonna put 90 seconds on the clock.
Oh no.
I love this part.
Are you cutting us off at 90 seconds?
You know what? I'm gonna take note of when it happens, but I like to see it finish out.
There's a cat.
What?
There's a cat. Do you see the cat? Meow.
Where?
Literally no one sees it?
What are you
It's
talking
Alexis.
about? I don't see a cat.
What?
I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me. Okay.
Oh, it's Tessa on Alexis's screen.
Thank you.
Darn, I was
Okay.
trying to gaslight her.
All right, sorry to distract us. So it's location, occupation, weapon?
What order are we going in?
Adam, Haley, and then you.
Okay, so I'm last.
All right.
Yeah, I can go. Yeah.
So on your marks, get set, go.
Zabba dabba dabba. Zabba.
Dun, 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 dun.
Zabba.
Oh no!
Haley.
Oh.
Oh, okay, Jonathan. Oh my God. Okay. Boy. There's probably like a minute 50, detective. Jonathan, what is the murder weapon?
Girl, don't ask me questions you know I don't know the answer to.
What do you- A what?
A toilet.
Oh yeah, well done.
I call it.
Toilet.
Awesome, that's perfect.
Skip me because I don't know the occupation.
None of us do.
What do you think?
I still don't remember. I completely forgot. Oh no.
Let's just guess.
Oh, God, of course. Yes. Oh, God, I remember now. Oh,
Oh, good. I'm glad you remember now.
well, Jeff just did it
Better
again.
late
It's
than
this.
never.
Yeah, Vinny.
A masseuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was a toss-up between that and Baker for a second, but then when he started doing that, I was good.
Oh, and
Oh.
what is the location? Where the murder take place?
An opera house?
Woo! Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh.
Very good, guys.
My brain farted so hard. I just totally forgot.
Honestly,
I was like,
though, that's what makes that game more fun. When you're like, you're in the moment, you're like,
I had no
Mhm.
idea. It was just, it vanished.
Oh, I tell you.
God.
And that's in that moment is why I decided to not stop you at 90 seconds because I wanted to see how this was gonna end. I was like, nope, no chance in hell now. I need to watch this play out. Oh, that was so funny. Oh. Want to do another round of most likely?
Yeah.
Someone in the comments said most likely to be on a reality TV show.
Oh, do we even have to do that, or?
Who was that?
I mean,
I guess it depends on what kind of show. Like, is it The Bachelor? Is it Naked and Afraid?
I've got people that I would like to see on a reality TV show. Which I
Yeah.
think
All right.
might- all right.
3,
Got
2, 1.
Okay.
yeah.
It was a toss-up for me. I almost went Alex, but I thought any reality show I could see Jonathan on it. I don't know.
thank you, I think.
I know. I
think we
mean
need
it in a positive way. I don't.
I think we need to defer to resident reality show expert Katie Birch.
Yeah.
She's actually not watching.
She's eating dinner right now.
I haven't watched reality TV since like 2008.
I have one. I scrolled past this. It was obscure. But I thought it was interesting. It's most likely to become a ghost so they can't get kicked out of a bookstore.
That is an interesting one.
About
Yeah.
bookstores specifically, or like, are we voting for the person who's like more about like books or more about being a ghost?
That's up for us. That's for
Okay.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Mm.
Oh,
Adam Mosley.
Is it
yeah.
me? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
Adam too,
checks
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Checks out. It's on
We
brand.
had some
Honestly, though-
requests from the comments that people put their things closer because they can't find their glasses.
Oh.
that's a very specific request.
Dana.
Oh.
Look, I just know that I have seen Joe become a ghost to get out of uncomfortable situations before.
That's
So
why
he is
I
always
learned
most
about
likely to become a
ghosting,
ghost,
so
period.
Ooh. Okay. Most likely to give knives as a bridal shower gift.
Oh, hell.
3, 2, 1.
I guess.
That was a loaded one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you selected that one just to win one.
You should never give knives as a bridal shower gift. People don't like it. If you're coming to my bridal shower, you should do it. But anyone else it's a toss-up.
Well, don't toss the knife up.
Or do.
That would be what they would call in the 1920s playing a game of mumble-te-peg. That's when you throw a knife up and try to not get stabbed on the way down. This is an actual game that they played in the 1920s.
Why don't we play that?
High will their
at
ceilings?
Christmas?
What an excellent game to play in this, the time of quarantine.
My ceilings aren't that high. I don't have time to react between throwing it and it coming down.
But it also, a part of the game was that it had
would
to
pay to watch
land
that.
blade in the ground. Like it had to be stuck in the ground.
I'm just trying to think of like what that weight of that knife would have to be.
I'm
It's
just
a
not
special knife.
This is why the people tune in for us to talk
It
about
really
knives.
is. Yeah.
The weight's in the handle, so it would come handle down. Kind of like how toast always lands butter side down because the world hates you.
Oh,
Like if you taped a piece of butter bread to the
Joe
back
has
of a
said this
cat,
whole show. Oh.
threw it in the air. You know that old.
Wouldn't land on his feet.
That old conundrum.
All right.
Someone
Are we
just
doing another? Or are we moving on?
Oh yeah, we have another one to give, or we move on to our game.
I don't have one.
Nope.
All right, we'll move on.
Moving
All
on.
right.
Cool.
So this next game is a crowd favorite. This game is called Press Conference. This one it technically gets under the umbrella of all play, but 3 of our players will be highlighted specifically. And this it's going to be Adam, Joe, and Alexis. Each one of them at various points will be hosting a press conference all throughout, and it's going to be up to the rest of our players to ask them questions to get them to guess who they are and why they have held this press conference. So I'm going to have them all mute their audio at different times so that I can tell them who they'll be during their press conference, and then we'll go through. So I just have written down an arbitrary order. Adam, I think we're going to start the game with you, so I'm going to have you mute yourself real quick so I can tell them who you're going to be, and then I'll bring you back. So for our players that are still here, in Adam's press conference, he is Dolly Parton, who is hosting a press conference talking about her recent venture into tie-dyeing hamsters.
Say it one more time.
Dolly Parton, who is talking about her new business venture in tie-dyeing hamsters. This was brought to us, it's a 2-parter brought to us by Tabitha and then by Tom Hoover. So this is a combo attack. I'm combining people's things. So Adam, go ahead and put your thing back on. I want you to be able to hear the other press conferences. Go ahead, and Joe, go ahead and mute yours real quick.
Oh, you're gonna give us all of them right now?
Or do you want me to wait and then do one by one?
Yeah, we should just do Adam's press conference, I think. Otherwise, we have time to think about it.
Oh, come back already.
Yeah. You back, Joe?
Right.
Yes, I am.
Adam, this is your press conference. Take it away.
All right. Well, good to see everyone here. It's me, Roger, Steve, and I'm glad you all could make it out, and I'm excited to introduce this product or service. And I'd like to open the floor up for questions. Oh yes, you with the hand in the air. Yep. Glasses, eyebrows. Yep. You. Yep.
Well, that's Alexis because I don't got eyebrows.
We know. Hi, Margarita Johnson. I have a question. I'm very excited about this new venture. I was just worried about the hours. Is it a typical 9 to 5? Is it you're working weekends? I'm just curious about your times here.
Well, it's initially we started as a 9 to 5, so, normal working bankers hours, but we decided an evening time was more appropriate for our venture. So we went with a 5 in the afternoon to 2:30 a.m. So that's the general hours. Yes, you in the pink with the photographs on the wall there.
Yes, Jamie with Country Stars and Cosmetic Surgery, formerly PerezHilton.com. I just wanted to ask, you have been sort of our beacon of light for so very many years.
Thank you.
Why the sudden change in interest?
Well, you see, light, Edison had his light bulb, and Tesla had the Tesla coil, obviously. The sun, and I thought, why not try something new, something different, something fresh? So I thought, darkness, we'll go dark. That was my thing. Yes, you with the window sweater with the puffy sleeves. It's very nice.
Hi. Yeah. Thanks so much. I'm Ben from Newstown.
Hi, Ben.
I just wanted to say, first, I'm so sorry about that whole business with Jolene. That was just a travesty. But I've got to say, I love your new direction. As someone who really loves the small furries, I'm so glad that you're paying attention to these little ones. As someone who hates guinea pigs and rabbits, I say keep it small if you're going to keep it at all. And I'd love to see the colorful route you're going with it, keeping it liberal and free. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Hamsters and gerbils are much more. I think
one's better.
Well, hamsters are obviously better.
Oh yeah.
But and as a nocturnal creature, I thought that the whole, evening time thing was a more appropriate fit. So yes, we. Yes. Another question. Yes, you with the from Country Time magazine.
Well, actually, my name's Tallulah, and I'm from DIY Homemakers Weekly.
Of course.
And I just wanted to applaud your ingenuity because we have seen what you are doing done on T-shirts and on hats and on headbands. And hell, I knew a man in Mississippi who had it done on his underwear. But I have never seen it done with all those colors on those little animals. And I just think that's great.
Well, I thank you so much. And you know, whenever I do get the nationwide rollout of my pride flag screen printed hamsters, I just want to remind everyone that you should never wear black dresses because they pick up everything except money and a man.
That's so...
Yes, with the tie and the black vest. Yes, hello.
Yeah, Amanda Scott. So my question is, are you working on this in your theme park, or is there like an off-site production facility where you're experimenting with all of this?
Well, with the pandemic restrictions, we decided that it would be safer to produce all of it here on site. So the Walt Disney Pride branded hamsters are made right here in the good old US of A, Orlando, Florida.
Lord, here you come again.
Eyebrows here in the middle there. Yes.
Yeah, Margarita. I was just wondering if you were having any fight back from different groups such as, you know, PETA or maybe the hippie community as a whole, as they have kind of trademarked.
That's true. That's true. And our tie-dyed hamsters are vegan, and they are no animals are injured. We gingerly, a team of 14 people, hand dabs with Q-tips the creatures very gently, and they also get a mineral oil bath afterwards. It's very gentle. Yes. Chad.
Yeah, I wanted to clarify. I didn't quite hear the hours. Did you say it was 9 to 5? Because what a way to make a living.
That's true. That is true. The Dollywood hamsters that are tie-dyed they're highly sought after, is all I can say. Yes, up top.
It is just so sorry here. Jane Fonda, I haven't seen you in a while.
Of course.
It's always so thrilling to see the head of such an enormous entertainment conglomerate who just gives so much, especially recovering from your recent surgery to make them bigger. Come out. Dolly Parton
it put stamping my name on tie-dyed hamsters is
my
proudest accomplishment.
And that's the end.
I really wanted you to leave with, well, Dolly Parton.
I saw you trying to stick that line in there, Adam.
I know, it was so bad. I know.
What was it?
It was a black dress can pick up everything except money and a man.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a Dolly Parton lyric.
Y'all missed my line too, so
Damn.
Oh no, I don't have a chance now.
Mine was don't give knives as a bridal shower gift, and the comments have been blowing up.
I know, they have not been watching us at all.
No,
Mine was become a ghost, so then you can't get kicked out of a library.
The bookstore one. Yeah, that was his line.
Wow.
Oh.
Joe.
We both snuck it in there. We're so smart.
All right.
High five.
Joe's muting his computer real quick. So for Joe's press conference.
We still going?
Yeah, we're doing it. Here's Joe's press conference. He is Freddie Mercury finally confessing that he does not like to ride his bicycle.
Okay.
And this was brought to us by a lot of people. About 8 people wanted to have dinner with Freddie Mercury in the comments. So, all right.
Now he does what?
Joe.
Dang.
Mute it again. Adam has a clerical question.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, Joe. That he is afraid of? riding is?
That he does not. Let's see what I have. Confessing he does not like to ride his bicycle.
Does not like to. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No. Why are you apologizing? You're fine.
Back.
Take it away.
Welcome, all of you wonderful people. Let's get this thing started. Any questions, please raise a hand and I will. All right, Pink with Pictures, P&P. That's what I'm going to call you, P&P.
Jimmy with the Rolling Stones. I'm here. My only question is, you said this so many years ago, and now you're coming back and saying that you don't like this? I mean, for the longest time, you were just the queen of it all. Oh, that might be confusing. Go to somebody else.
Well, since you don't want your question answered, I will go to somebody else. Queen of... just know that changing your mind is a part of life. You just take a moment to calm down, P&P. Anybody else got Tie in Darkness. Let's call you Hide in the Dark.
Yeah, Brian May. Now, I just recently injured my backside, and I just wanted to let you know that I fully support this confession that you're making, because right now, with the condition of my posterior, I wouldn't like it either. Those seats, the bananas, just so uncomfortable. I support you.
Yeah, I under Mr. Darkness guy. You know what? Sometimes you like to ride a bicycle. Other times you don't like to ride a bicycle. And these days, I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry about your butt. I mean, I didn't want to hear about your butt, but I'm sorry about your butt. And if we could...
Don't get over enthusiastic while gardening.
Yeah. Well, all right. Anybody else got any questions? Yes, Scrunchy on the arm. We're going to call you Scrunch Arm. Scrunch Arm.
You can, but my name is Ben, and I'm from News 10. So I just had a couple questions. What you're thinking about your portrayal in the film from Mr. Malik? I personally thought his work was transcendent.
That was the end of the question. Your eyes made me,
sorry.
Your eyes made me think that it was going to keep going on.
No, just curious.
Yeah. Rami, I really don't know what his first name, Mr. Mouth. You
said his first name.
Yeah. I watched him in that computer thing on TV. I watched
Mr. Robot.
Yeah. Thank you, guy with the notepad. And I've seen him do a couple of other things. I always thought I played a video game with him in it. You know what I mean? I know that he's talented. I got a group of friends together. We played a video game with him. So I've been really appreciative of the work that he did, because it was a difficult. I wanted him to represent me as well as anybody else, and I feel like he did it. He did it to a T. This is a T with my fingers. Thank you very much. Who else has got glasses with eyebrows? We're going to call you Glass.
Hi there. This is news from Bentown. I was just wondering if you've decided that you don't like all outdoor recreational traveling activities, rollerblading, perhaps razor scootering. Are those also now off the table?
That's a solid question. That makes me a little bit nervous. Now, it's not all of them. I have to be completely honest. When you write a song, and it's specifically about one thing, you know what I mean? Then people expect you to do it all the time. Like, what was his name? MC Hammer. Everybody expects him to like big butts all day, every day. I have met him, and I've seen butts around him that were not that big. So everybody knew that one day I was not going to like riding bicycles. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry to...
Oh, the suspense.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's frozen.
Who's he sorry to?
Oh, no, he's frozen.
Joe.
He's gonna go.
Don't go, Joe.
Don't
go.
Oh, no, Joe, don't go.
Oh no, Joe.
Don't go, Joe. Let's just assume he got it right.
Find your bull.
Hey, Joe. Good job, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Oh,
All right,
Oh.
I disappeared for a little bit.
did you get it right?
Oh well, I knew. I knew who it was. It's Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury who doesn't like
I had a great joke. One of Queen's albums is News of the World, and I was going to use that as my magazine.
I was gonna get you. I'm sorry I froze for a second, guys.
I just wanted to ask a question as Sir Mix-a-Lot and reprimand you for falsely attributing I like big butts.
Yeah, no, I realized as soon as I said it that I said the wrong person. And I was just like,
Oh, and the comments, they're up in arms. Sir Mix-a-Lot heard his mistake and froze him.
yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you upset a lot of people. You're gonna get a lot of knives on your wedding day.
I honestly don't think they've heard anything since talking about that.
No. Thanks, Dana.
All right. At the risk, because we're already running over, are you all game to wrap this out, even about to do our third press conference before we go into our final game? Is that good?
Yeah.
All right, good. Alexis.
That's a yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So Alexis is Lin-Manuel Miranda debuting his new musical about Jeff Wolfthal. And this is thanks to me.
This is like one of the hosts.
Are we all good?
Yeah.
I think she's doing great. She looks super confused, but that just is her face. All right.
I couldn't hear you, but I hated watching your reactions to whatever Alex said. Okay. Hi. Thank you all so much for coming out here today. I really appreciate it. I know you all have other things you could probably be doing, so thank you. Yeah, pink shirt, no eyebrows.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jimmy with Broadway World, and I just wanted to say, I, for one, am so excited. You've already given us so much great material. I mean, a recent box office record broken, and some even argue that your greatness rivals Stephen Sondheim.
Oh.
And I just want to say that this new material, though niche and obscure, I mean, only some of, like Pennsylvania will understand it. I do commend you for the bravery, which is, big fan.
Thank you. Me and everyone who has worked at Hamilton really appreciate that so much. Yeah, pretty okay eyebrows. Blue scrunchie. Yep.
Hey, yeah, Ben from Newstown here. I just want to say congratulations on your topic of choice for your new work. I know I've been jonesing to hear about a small man. End of question.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks for being here.
Joseph.
Glasses, great eyebrows, headphones.
Oh, Jesus
Me?
Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, Sir Mix-a-Lot from News of the World. So it's been a long time since your signature work, and we've all been waiting, anticipating with bated breath. And why did you pick this person? I mean, it's an interesting choice given your your initial work's subject matter. This individual, very different. So, what led you to that choice?
I've always picked different subject matter, things that you wouldn't originally think right off the bat would be good to write a musical about, but I decided that this musical, I have a guess and I'm not going to say it in case I'm super wrong. This musical I thought about Jonestown would be a really good idea. She said I'm jonesing for something.
That'd be funny though.
You smarmy grin, terrible eyebrows.
Oh, that's definitely me.
Yep.
Yes, my name is Mark O. Ciccolini, and I just have to ask, why would you choose yourself such a hairy situation to write about when really nothing this person has ever done has really amounted to much. No one he's ever worked with has been terribly significant either. So I just, this is a surprising tactic to take for such a recipient of a MacArthur Genius Grant.
Yeah, it's almost as a, I'm gonna be honest, as a dare, Sondheim told me Lin-Manuel Miranda to make a musical about you, Jeff Wolf.
Oh,
I should have let it go just so we can insult Jeff some more. Small man.
It's not fun if he does it first.
I was about to be Town from Newsbin.
He turned it on his head when he was like, and no one he's ever worked with is of note. We were all like,
Sitting here like,
if I was going down, I was taking y'all with me.
Well, that's, yeah.
I would for sure listen to a Jonestown musical though.
well, you said I was jonesing, and I was like,
It just worked with the
That's
voice.
just Haley's choice of words. She's got her fancy shirt on. She's got a nice vernacular.
I do want to hear the Ballad of Purple Kool-Aid.
Oh, now it's sad.
it'd be beautiful.
they actually have dubbed the phrase Jozen, what happened to Joe earlier when he froze, because they're coming up. They had now they're looking for the new term. What happened to Joe has been called Jozen.
I don't know why, but I don't like it.
Well, because I'm trying to like put the music from Frozen into it, and I don't care for that either.
Yeah. let it, Joe, let it.
Ew.
Let it. What?
I don't know. It just had weird sexual connotation.
Well, it's
That was
because
a fun one, though.
Joe yourself. Step into the darkness. No, that's offensive.
Oh my God. What's happening?
I'm going to try to get back to the thing that I had. There you go.
Anyways, I guess that last press conference so fast, right, guys?
Well, you got what's his face, dude man,
Lin-Manuel
I cheated.
so fast.
Well, I always try and figure out in press conference as fast as I can, and sometimes it's funny if you just guess the completely wrong thing, like Jonestown.
Johnstown.
Well, we want to end this with a quick round of I Like My Men.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, let's do it. Let's see. This is some things that I had written down earlier. Soap.
Soap.
I like my men like I like my soap. Hard. I didn't think that through. I'm sorry.
I like my partners like I like my soap. Dial.
I like my partners like I like my soap. The extras under the sink.
I
Okay.
like my partners like I like my soap. The only thing saving wildlife from oil spills in large bodies of water.
Wow.
Sweet.
Thank you.
I like my partners like I like my soap. The luck of the Irish.
Just naming soap.
I like my
Oh, it's Irish Spring. Darn.
I like my partners like I like my soap, cobbled together bits from whatever's left over.
I like my partners like I like my soap, washing out a dirty mouth.
Oh.
Oh.
I like my men like I like my soap. Thoroughly saponified. That's a soap crafting joke.
I like my men like I like my soap. I'm only allowed to pick up 2 of them at a time during quarantine.
I like my men like I like my soap. Any way you have them, they still work. That's
Just do this like Jonathan, like I like my men like I like my soap. Duh.
I like my men like I
you
like my
gotta laugh.
soap. Love.
Like you just naming soaps.
I
Really
like my
worked.
men like I like my soaps. young and restless.
Okay.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Twist.
He's just naming soaps, but nobody's complaining about that.
It is
Because it was a twist on the format.
Just to make fun of Jeff too. I like my men like I like my soaps in a general hospital. Oh,
That was so on the days
Better than luck of the Irish.
Irish
The soap
drink
was
Alexis.
wrong. The soap was wrong. Also, you like your men, the luck of the Irish. Like if you take out the soap part, that's all you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
Alexis.
The one time we expect these shits to make sense.
No, I am judging all of you always.
Jonathan, in your defense, I can decipher what you meant. When you said that he likes his men like the luck of the Irish, what he means is they're after his lucky charms. Just it's like you have to follow it full circle.
Oh, okay.
Be real.
I get you.
the further we get from the end time, the worse we get.
Oh my God.
Law of diminishing returns.
It is.
Oh, I've gotten so dark.
It's because the sun went down.
I thought it was all the shade that Alex has been throwing at you all night.
Well, that could be too.
Nice.
I need a light. Just a...
Oh, we've just stopped talking about the game and just have.
I don't know. Are we still?
Somebody said, "I hope you're proud of yourselves. You've gone and made Jonathan swear."
Oh.
It's not hard.
Like my men, like I like my soap. I don't.
Oh.
You don't like soap.
Nasty.
Responsible.
He's like, I like my men like I like my soap. I never use them if I have to. Don't like it. Oh,
Next
we've
one.
gone very far from God's light. Bread.
Bread.
I
I like my men like I like my bread. CD.
ew.
You know, bread with seeds.
Yeah, we know.
All right. Pepitas, you know, poppy seeds sprinkled on top.
Pepitas. Ooh, that's what I want my ringtone to be. It's just Adam going.
Oh.
Oh, like I ended it right there. I don't know if it was just in that moment.
Wait, did everyone get their lines in?
No, I think not.
No.
Someone, yes, I did. Just right now. I did it.
She's looking it up. She forgot it.
I can tell you what it was, Haley.
Stop comparing motherhood to the fantasy you created before you had your baby.
You totally could have fit that somewhere.
I forgot once I remembered it was too late. I could have probably worked in press conference maybe, but it was a good one. It's just it didn't come up naturally for me.
You got to remember, like, I have like my notebook that I always have next to my thing. So I just like wrote it in the notebook so I didn't have to have the chat open.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous
I
to
wrote
have
mine.
it open, or else the devil might crawl inside it.
I have like the majority of a Staples like school supplies aisle here spread out. I got cards, markers, paper.
I thought that was your line.
Mine was, I should have done it during the freaking ballroom. 42 words. It was about black dresses. It was perfect.
Oh, goodness.
Joe, what was yours?
Just on his to keep it a secret.
Oh, you want mine was tie your princess dress up with a hair tie before you try to sit on the potty, and the only time that I could have brought it up is when there were toilets killing people, and there was just I wasn't in that game.
That is good advice, though.
Should have just yelled it.
From the darkness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think that's probably a really great way to end this, because I think if we stay it out too long, we're just going to hurt ourselves and our fan base.
What a solid button.
They want a pants check.
Oh, a pants check. Okay.
Pants check.
I'm actually, because I was hosting, I'm professional. I'm wearing pants, so.
Never have, never will.
Is anyone not wearing pants?
I'm not wearing pants.
Not wearing pants.
I'm never wearing pants.
This is just Alexis. Just do a small quote. Good for us. Look at us being adults.
Yeah. Hopefully, all of you at home aren't wearing pants, and hopefully Leica isn't wearing pants also. Whatever makes you the most comfortable, Leica, this one's for you.
I can do the sign one more time. How
Yeah,
about that?
please do. Again, everybody, thank you for tuning in this evening. Tonight's show was dedicated to our dear friend and fellow improv track member, Leica Wilde, as she continues to kick cancer's butt and heal safely from home and be a wonderful source of light. And a portion of tonight's proceeds that we get in our donations are going to Storycatchers Theater, which is a theater organization in Chicago that Leica had wanted to partner up with this summer before things got out of hand. So this is her extending and being gracious and giving them a gift so that they can continue to function. So yeah, thank you guys. I thought tonight was a wonderful show.
So fun.
Great job, everybody.
Great. So have a good night, everyone. We will see you next week.
We love you, Leica.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Love you, Leica.
Love you, Leica. I love you, Leica.